Here we are on Tuesday again.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome one, welcome all. So let the room fill up. It is a live show. You can watch it on replay without a problem.
It's like new and old coming together. Been a while, but we are back.
The half-hour hype. Richie dug through the archives and found the name,
Mm-hmm.
and we are bringing it back as we try to get our world under control here.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it doesn't work at all, but that's all right. But
It's a sinking ship, but we got a good violin. It's
yeah,
fine.
you know, that's a great part.
Yeah.
So again, welcome everyone. I am Keith. This is Richie. We are here to run over what is new tomorrow. And what is new tomorrow is already live on site today. So it gives you an opportunity if you'd like to turn around and browse the show with us. You can pull up our website, iwantmorecomics.com, follow right along with us, and take a look and maybe check out different things that we're not even pointing out because they interest you. But we have it up. We have it all there.
Yeah, so this one's going to be a little different from the other shows. For those that are OGs with us will know what the half-hour hype is, but Keith and I are going to go through a lot of stuff, potentially, if you're following us every week, things we've either talked about or in this case, it's stuff that's literally releasing tomorrow. And as Keith mentioned, the really cool part about this show now is that as interactive as it is, you can actually push. I'm getting the feedback too, Keith. You can actually push to the site and just purchase right as we talk to you. So I'm very excited to talk about some really cool things coming out tomorrow.
Well, again, we start off just right on our website. This is a homepage for our website. Plenty of things flipping through, but every week, if you haven't seen it before and all this on the front page, featured new releases are down here. Richie goes through and picks out about 5 items or maybe some other stuff that he thinks everybody should, at least give it one kind of look at. Mostly, but probably mostly number ones, because that's
the most part. I picked number ones.
The biggest thing there. But if you're looking for the full list, is that up underneath our menu at shop. The very first thing, the most important part right there we have is that new releases this week.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
And that will automatically take you to this week, and you can tell by the little description on the top. You can go to past weeks if you want to look at those. They're highlighted there as well. Yeah.
So
go ahead.
It's just pretty straightforward. What is going to be hitting the rack tomorrow morning is all available online here today. When we hit the final receiving button on Tuesdays and right before we send out everybody's email about what you got into your hold slots, this is it's all loaded up here. The inventory is live with what's on the website, and this is your first chance to be able to grab things. So we like all the areas of our site and all this, you can turn around. There is some area over here where you can do filtering if you're looking for very specific type things. And we'll hit a couple of these because I think there's a couple that matter and will be good to look at today. But just a good opportunity to be able to look at this. Again, big point, if you're watching us live, this is a live and interactive show. Please join the chat, ask the questions, make fun of us, whatever you choose.
You can even ask to highlight something if you think it's really cool. I'm happy to look at stuff you guys think is cool too.
That's a real big point because it's not just our opinions, which know everything about comics. You guys who are reading probably also are picking up some of the better stuff out there too.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have, Richie, for this
I
week?
want to start off with J. Scott Campbell.
That was funny because that was the filter thing I was thinking about here.
Mm-hmm.
So underneath cover theme under filters, quite often if there is something going on in comics that they're doing a series of especially variants, pieces like that and all this, we can cover theme them. And here the Just Spectacular collection of variants give us right away. I think there's only a couple more coming. I think we've hit most.
I believe if it's monthly, this could be the last.
It is. I know. Regulars. So I know that Marvel Knights: The World to Come is running late.
Mhm.
and has a cover inside there. I believe it's Black Panther that's on that one. That's going to be running about a month late, but I think this wraps up almost everything.
So there we go. These are the final J. Scott Campbells, and I think that everybody that was looking for that Just Spectacular collection would really care to know how to pick those up and not miss. So this is a great way to do that. Highlighting that, I'm kind of going to go back and forth between variants and things I thought we could talk about. So we'll move into one of the ones I had on our highlight, which is Immortal Batman #1.
Yep.
Immortal Batman is going to be an Elseworlds series. It's written by Dan Higgins, who is known pretty much now for doing Radiant Black, but he did do a ton of Batman in the early days and did an incredible run on Nightwing. But Immortal Legends Batman is a world in sci-fi where we mesh the old world and the void world, the shadow world, and we're living in the in-between. There's hideous, insidious monsters that only care about destruction and death that come from the void, and people from the earth try to combat that in their sci-fi lives. In the middle are these void or immortal legend knights, which is based off of the legend of Batman. So everybody's in there. I did take a peek at the PDF to observe what it was. It feels very much like Higgins is just having his cake and eating it too, where he's writing Batman and giving us elements of Radiant Black and mixing them together. So it's going to be fun on every level.
Yeah, I can see your art team here also is a pretty big powerhouse with Erica DeRusso and Dan Mora. So you're going to get a really good storytelling through the art. That is going to be a really strong suit to go along with this. You could kind of just tell right off that Dan Mora cover right there that it feels it's got that Kyle Higgins kind of feel right to it.
Almost immediately.
The guy who should be doing all things Power Rangers kind of idea, right? It's that style, it's that flavor right away there. So, Kirsten, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for the compliment.
Absolutely. Next, I have this is a variant I wanted everyone to look at: Justice League Unlimited #10.
Okay, again, I'm just going to jump around. I'm mostly trying to use the system so everybody kind of gets to see.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want you to.
In all this, so I go back to DC.
So
I have my Justice Leagues. I can't imagine which one you're going to pick there.
So it is the new one, the Rakta variant.
It is Racha Lynn. So Racha is just recently had some big, had a really good card set last year come out in Marvel cards.
Interesting.
Did a 52 card set that was all her art. And has been doing sketch card art inside Marvel cards for a while. Very popular in our circle for this, and it's pretty obvious why.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely eye-catching, and I didn't know the name, so I thought other people might not know the name, and I think it might be a little under the radar, so I definitely wanted to highlight it because I just think it's an incredible cover.
There are several people that I know very well from the Marvel card collecting and who has worked on things like this that are really starting to make a big break into comic covers. Racha Lynn is there. I can think of Suspiria. I've seen some different art working in that direction. And then even we talked about Mark Spears before, but Mark Spears has been at this thing for so many years and has lots of roots in fantasy card art. With that, so there's a huge community out there following that. Excellent. So this is just one of those B variants, so real easy entry level type thing to get. Plus the Justice League Unlimited series has actually been pretty popular.
Yes, absolutely great
for that.
All right, now let's talk about something. It's new, but it's not necessarily a comic. It's called Knives, and it is a team that this store basically is all in on. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, The Knives is a criminal book.
Yeah! That was Sean screaming from the back. Every time there is going to be the Brubaker Phillips,
yes.
He he stops beating Reggie for one day.
Yep,
And
it's like a celebration. It's
you get,
nice.
you get a break just for
Yeah.
a bit while he's
Yeah.
distracted reading a graphic novel.
Yes. Ed Brubaker is one of the king writers of all time. Sean Phillips' artwork is also one of the kings. They are a greenlit creative team, which means they can do whatever they want at Image. They get a thumbs up. It does not matter. And that includes going, I'm not going to do single comics anymore. I will only do collected editions in hardcover format. And that is what he's done for three issues of his releases. This is part of the Criminal Universe, which some would say is prime Ed Brubaker. It's noir detective storytelling, and it is. I just really can't wait to dig into this one.
This is a little bit of a lost art, right? Because we had during the 90s quite a bit where, especially like I think of the DC Elseworlds, the OGNs, the original graphic novel. It was content that was larger than should be in just a comic. It was formatted better than for it to be broken out over several different issues. It is designed really well to be read as a single piece, and for you to be able to binge it or break it up on your own, as opposed to turning around and having to wait for a month for the next part of the chapter.
Right. And not only that, but you can read right off on the first sentence there. With Prime Video adaptation premiering soon, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips return to their most acclaimed series. So Criminal is also already greenlit for Prime, which means a lot of people are going to kind of discover what this awesome world is.
The word noir.
All right. From there, I'd like to go to Lost Fantasy number 4.
Another Image comic.
Lost Fantasy number 4 has had these variants that have just sold out every time, and they're all based on Final Fantasy and done by an homage, basically, of it. In this case, they've upgraded, and they've already gone through like original PlayStation. This, to me, feels like PlayStation 3 or 4. But it's another homage to that, and I thought it'd be a really cool idea to show off.
Yeah, this has definitely got the following out there for it. Like you said, we stock up pretty well on this one, but we're always going to sell out of this. Several of them have come back for additional printings because the cover has been so popular.
Yeah, it's very, it just catches you even when you're like looking, like scanning the new release rack. You're just like, wait, and then you go
Nostalgia.
Let's talk about Dark Horse for a moment with Masterminds. This is a new series, and I think it has potential legs underneath it. It's basically tech genius Squid Games. So it's about a video game guy that is basically a genius, goes to a kind of black market arena for genius tech gurus, and they find themselves locked into deadly puzzle games and things like that. So I thought it's kind of gritty, has a unique taste, and I thought it would be cool to highlight it for a moment.
I like the little pitch that they've got at the end. The Squid Game meets David Fincher's The Game. The Game was a real fun movie I loved from the 90s with Sean Penn and Michael Douglas. About did you ever see that one? Do you know that one off? And it was,
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Sean's about it.
Yeah, Sean's in on it and all this. It was a very good movie, and again, it was that like it's extending the game into real life kind of areas, as opposed to like where you think of a normal game show. It's just that's you go home after that hour and all this.
Right.
This is much deeper than that.
And this kind of leans into that aspect where we're all trying to find that achievement. They've done this for vehicles now too in AI, where you get like your best gas mileage. It'll give you like a little achievement code. So it kind of leans into that as well. I think it's a 5-issue miniseries. So,
all right.
And then I had Universal Monsters, Invisible Man. We can both talk about this bad boy and show off the variant I want. And I think you can guess which one, but it is the Joshua Middleton.
Yeah.
That is a gorgeous cover. Universal Monsters has been coming out with James Tynion who is just an all-star writer. He's done Frankenstein. We've done Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now we are on Invisible Man. This is the start of the series. They're usually 4 or 5 parts, and they usually come accompanied by a good Frisson variant. This one did not have a Frisson variant. I was like, what the heck? And then I saw Joshua Middleton, and I was like, oh, no, I'm good. We're fine.
You're okay.
Yes, totally cool with that. A very big, I've gotten lots of requests for this one. A ton of people really want it. And I think that they're really enjoying the Universal Monsters series. So
I'm going to twist this into a little bit of a pitch.
Go for it.
There is something, and here's the deal. I'm a little fuzzy on the details. I don't know if it happened right now or if it's about to happen shortly, but we're going to get a special variant for it. I don't know if you've seen this.
I know nothing of this. I don't know what we're doing.
There is a image thank you variant coming down the pipe that is an appreciation for support for the book. So stores that have been supporting the entire line, there will be an invisible variant coming.
Oh wow, nice.
So I'm not sure if it came now, and I think what I read is it's going to be in a week or two. And so where I'm going to turn this into a pitch is that we get one. It's one per store. So where would something that's hypeable like that show up?
So typically,
you got any ideas?
I do actually. There is a way that we try to give the best shot, and the best shot always goes to our stream sale participants. What's a stream sale, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Every Wednesday at 5:30 Mountain Standard Time, we jump up onto YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live, and what we do is we highlight very important comics that we just got into the store. Typically, that's new buys. That's a lot of like the really nice stuff you pick out of a long box. Everybody gets first shot at that show. It's not even on our website at that time. It's just that show. Those will move on to other things, but those thank you variants that come out of nowhere, when they land, to make it fair, we put it up there first, and then it will go to the website after that. So if you want first shot at that, I would suggest visiting Sean and I on our Wednesday show at 5:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm. And if I'm remembering everything correctly about that, it's a week or two delayed. We got the announcement that it's happening, and it was an appreciation thing, and but that it's on the way. And again, I've seen the cover for it; it's amazing. And then my understanding, the interior is blank.
That's amazing.
That's the fun of the book and all that.
That is
so it's
hilarious.
a really kind of unique, very thematic type of item for the book.
All right. From there, I want to move on to Mortal Thor. For those that have been following Marvel and Al Ewing on Immortal Thor, the namesake was off of Immortal Hulk, but Immortal Thor was quite different from Immortal Hulk. There's a big meta theme to it, very lens on top of a lens look at the mythology of Thor and the IP management of superheroes in general. And it ended with a bang. Not giving anything away. I'm spoiler free on these, but the whole landscape changed. And a lot of people thought Thor was dead. So how do you kill an immortal Thor? Well, you present him back as Mortal Thor. I think for long-term fans of Thor, this will feel like a callback, and I think it should, because Al Ewing knows how to write in that type of manner. But it's basically a world that might have forgotten about the accolades and fantasy of Norse mythology, and he's going to be a man trying to bring back that imagery and remind people the power of the gods.
You're looking at a book that also came with quite a few variants, like a lot of Marvel #1s will, but it's really a wide, what do you like kind of buffet here. That #1, the main cover, of course, is an Alex Ross.
Yes, it is.
Can't go wrong there. The Gleason foil variant that you see there,
Goodness,
that's got lightning. Yeah, that's pretty
almost Webhead. Almost.
Oh, it is, huh?
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man's web and Thor's got lightning. Wow,
Yeah.
you're a clever guy. The J. Scott Campbell that we've highlighted before, and then also Jeffrey Brown is starting to hit up some of these. I was going to kind of single this out a little bit. I know there's a lot of people who chase the Scotty Young.
Mhm.
Jeffrey Brown has a, this is our kid book look. Like
Yeah.
this is, like this should remind you of where the wild things are, or different looks like that. So I've seen several variants that are coming out by Jeffrey Brown that are kind of thematic that way.
It's like if they were in Peppa Pig. That's what it looks like to me.
It definitely is something that fits to that, that much younger age kind of art style. And so seeing that these are going to pop up and all this, if it's your flavor, I've seen several that are going to be like this.
Next, let's look up Harley Quinn, number 53. There's a meme variant with DNA, and he's done a few of these, and I just thought I would highlight a meme variant with a very important message. So.
Yeah, the buy 10.
Yeah, so
a little late here.
Yes,
we got to hit that. We got to hit that on.
That's before
Sunday
final
night show. Yeah,
that's right.
Final.
Yes.
It's not across the streams here, man.
But this is DNA has done a few meme variants where he takes a popular meme and turns it into DC-ified stuff. So usually it's the Titans, but Harley Quinn gets one this week, and I thought it was adorable. So I thought
we're now at levels upon levels upon levels, because meme, and now you're gonna cross over with Office fans.
Right. It just goes everywhere. Yeah.
DNA people. Yeah, this is just
it's a hat on a hat on a hat.
Yeah, it's pretty wide. It's pretty wide there.
The next one, I thought I would try to lean in with you and see if you know anything about it, but it's called X-Men Tooth and Claw. And if you don't
remember, so I remember reading. I wanted to see what the story part about this was. So I did read the synopsis. Now I just got to remember.
It's from the Ashes.
We talk about this all the time. That we read something when we're initial ordering it, when we're FOC ordering it, when we're putting it on the rack, and then we forget, and we're all crossed up until we actually get a chance to sit down and read this.
It's the one time I'm like a Time Lord where I don't know which era I'm talking about.
So we did not order a lot of this book, nor pull it. I don't think we even pulled it for X-Men people, because it is a collection of, instead of brand new material. So it's the X-Men from the Ashes 13 to 18 that is summed up in this is a digital comic.
Right. So it was a digital comic that's now printed, and digital comics are usually like 3 panels. They're not like huge. So they need all 3 chapters.
Yeah. So right here, when it says it's issues 13 to 18, and it's chapters 13 to 18 included up into this, it's still probably about 24 pages.
Yeah.
For that, what's that, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, that's six ones there. So, each one of those was like probably about 3 or 4 pages. Yep. So it's a digital comic. You could see the players that are involved there. If you didn't read the digital comic, it would be new material for you. If you stay up on that type of stuff with digital, then maybe you don't need a physical copy on this. That's why something like this is never something that we build a big pull list for, because we're not sure who's interested in it, and we'd rather just kind of point it out and then let people pick it up as they want it.
All the more reason to go ahead and click buy it now if that's something you're into. Let's see, what else do I have? We did that. Did I lose you?
I lost me. Give me one second here.
I don't know where I'm at now.
No, I was backing up a page, but I was on the wrong screen.
Yep, that'll do it.
Threw us off. There we go.
That's fine. When we're back up, the last one I have is TMNT, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if you're going to look it up in our system. Shredder.
Oh, I can't imagine why you brought this
up. I know
up.
you couldn't imagine that I'd bring this up. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder, for those people that aren't in the know or are just coming to it, Shredder's been gone. Again, I'll keep it spoiler free for a little while, and this is his return. Santaluco is the artist on this, on the covers and such. Dan Waters, who has a very good comic out right now with Batman's Dark Patterns, is going to be doing this return of the Shredder, and I think it's setting up for the next era of Turtles when Jason Aaron lets it go. So it's basically Shredder's mad. He's lost everything. He doesn't have the foot. He doesn't have even really his memories. He just kind of has an urge, and he's starting from scratch, going to be rebuilding his iconic dominance of the underworld. So I think it's really cool to put Shredder, who's basically a giant big bad, down into a street level and have him re-earn that kind of status. And I think Dan Waters is the guy to do it.
I don't know if they directly announced that this was a miniseries. Did they?
I'm not sure, but I would bet everything that it's going to be 4 or 5 issues.
It feels like it should be, right? It's
Yes.
a miniseries that gets him established. You know, the way the New World's Order set up with Jason Aaron doing the Turtles is, you know, you got all those individual issues of the characters to kind of give them where they were before everything's reintegrated, right? So it just feels like it's really strong for that type of how it's going to flow and matter into the new one, because this is the same timeline, right? This is the same.
That is correct. And I do think it's setting up for when Gene Lin Yang takes over. And I think because he probably is like, well, I want Shredder, and they're like, okay, cool, and they figured out a way to bring him back, because he was missing for a little.
The guy who gets an Eisner every year.
Yeah, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He's gonna do your Turtles.
Yes, he is.
Seems all right for you Turtle fans.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
No,
there are some stunning variants on this as well, that I thought we could highlight. We did not get to the 1 in 100, and so it will not be on here. But there's a stunning Steven Sajak variant that was there.
So this is a good thing to point out about the website. Right now, the way the website all works is that what we have in stock is what you see. When we sell out of an item, you're going to see it drop off of the website.
Yeah, but disappear like it didn't exist.
So again, you've got your main cover here, and then your
foil.
The foil. That the other one you mentioned may have already sold out.
Yeah, it might be gone. Yeah.
Yep, because I've only got the Kale Nagu and the Baldini.
Yeah, and both are great too. So like I said, I would snap these up as quick as you can. Shredder's always going to be a good seller too.
The function of the website really gives you guys access to this product, so you're not having to camp out overnight and make sure your first one's in line. Blah blah blah. This is, you know. When you get your cart confirmed on our website, that product is confirmed. The only overlap is, say, if you're ordering during the middle of the day, there is the possibility that the last copy has already been grabbed off the rack and somebody's checking out as you're ordering. But overnight, that's not a problem because nobody's shopping here in the store overnight. So it's a great time to kind of look at that and be able to do that.
That is everything I brought to the table for today. So now we can kind of browse if you want. We can call it.
I was gonna highlight just a little bit of the kind of the features again with this. I just want everybody to get really comfortable about navigating and getting around on the website and doing what you want, making it work for you, so that like you're not wasting time and all this. You can absolutely come to this page and browse every single item. There's 275 items up there, and just scroll and go page by page through all of this. You can see the bar at the bottom that'll do that. But if you're really looking at and wanting to understand, like, oh, well, am I missing a big ratio variance or things like this? You can change this price scale to just over $9. Don't matter where you're at. And then you will get everything over here that's like the 1 in 10s, 1 in 25s, 1 in 50s. And it's just a quick little look at it. You will get mixed into here the trades.
What a trade too. Batman Year 100. Excellent.
Yes. So there's a brand new edition of that just hit the rack. So we're restocked on that again. Akira, this is a hardcover. So the Akiras are finally being republished in hardcover format. So another thing, if you're wanting a good presentation at home, like I said, most of this is going to be those ratios. The Epic line. This is really kind of Marvel's new affordable big book to get a lot of a series. So as again, this $37.99 Kanan Epic collection is the entire series of Kanan.
Nice.
So typically you're looking at the Epic line or somewhere around, like 10 to 15 issues in a single book.
Nice.
So price, you're getting a lot for
a very nice price for that. Yeah.
For what you're spending on that. And then again, maybe there's some hidden things out there in all this. The black bags for Lilith. Lilith is a under the radar. It's a Vault comic. If you see the main cover, I'll pull it up real quick just to kind of give it a second in the sun here. But Lilith number 5 is what's out there for that. The money shot variants. We can't show these because they're a little too spicy for TV.
Oh, good. You need an ID number to get into our website. It'll be rough.
Yeah, not going that road. But that's a big functionality I would do to say if you want to look, if you're into that type of checking out what the higher end variants. It's not for everybody. Don't sweat it. It's definitely not. We don't carry a lot of them because like the few people that do buy, get their opportunity inside of that. And then again, over here, the cover theme, we covered it up with the Just Spectacular collection for the J. Scotts. There is a Star Wars Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary run going on by Chris Sprouse. And there's another Marvel Rivals variant out there this week. And if you care about the crossover events, the One World Under Doom's got one item this week, and then Bring On the Bad Guys.
Actually,
has 2 issues this week.
Yes, it does. It has 2 because Dormammu was late to the party, so now he's coming out this week too.
So you've got all that there, but no, that's our hitting the racks.
We are now at half-hour hype.
Yep, we've done it. We've made it. A successful one show for that, and only one time did Keith click the wrong button and try to kill the stream. So
not bad.
Pretty good. Thanks for tuning in. Again, interested in anything, it's all live on the site right now. You can turn around and do that. Hold slots do get the opportunity to place orders on the website and select pick up in store, pay in store. Everybody gets pick up in store options, so you don't have to pay shipping. And reserve your books now. Get in there and then don't turn around and fret while you're at work tomorrow.
And it is also a weekly show, so come back next week if you're seeing this later. Plan for next week. Come visit us. We'll be on at 6.
Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, gang.